I was a bit worried, like, how much am I going to have in common with this guy who's 30 years older than me, a bank manager.
I was definitely struck by her can-do approach and her bubbly personality.
21-year-old Agata and 51-year-old Simon met online. But their relationship is not what you might think.
I have blurry, patchy vision in my right eye, but my right eye can focus on things, whereas my left eye, it's the same, but it doesn't focus on anything.
Agata is in her final year at Nottingham University studying history. She has an inherited eye condition that causes permanent changes to vision.
Generally, when I'm walking somewhere, I can't tell what's around me. My brain helps to sort of fit the picture together, so if I can hear that there's leaves rustling, then I know the thing that I can kind of see is likely to be a tree, but equally the tree might be somewhere else and I might be looking at a house.
But Agata doesn't let her disability prevent her from doing what she wants. And what she wants is to run. But she can't do it on her own. What she needs is a guide runner. Through a database that matches blind runners with guides, she met Simon, a 51-year-old bank manager.
When so much of running is on your own for yourself, and you'll enter certain races for your medals, your t-shirts, your PBs, it's nice to be able to combine that with actually helping someone out as well.
Simon's first experience with guide running was when he and his wife volunteered to run with 11-year-old twins that live in their village. After that first short run, he knew that this was something he wanted to continue to do.
There's a chicane to the right just now. Just straighten you up, that's good.
The primary duty of the guide runner is to keep the visually impaired person safe whilst enabling them to get the most out of their run. This is very much a team effort. A tether with a loop on each end connects them together, and as well as verbal communication helps navigate through the course. Their running journey started just 9 months ago, when Agata decided to run a half marathon.
At first I was a bit like, oh, will I be friends with this person, like this guy that's like not really going through the same sort of life experiences I'm going through. Am I going to be able to get along with him enough to like carry on running, training? I wanted to train for a half marathon, and sort of, is he someone that will be able to help me in that? But actually we have really good chats, we laugh a lot, and it's just really nice to have that reassurance that you can have a close friendship with someone that's not in your immediate circle, that isn't a student like me.
Fantastic.
We've gone from being people that run together to pretty close friends, and just some of the things that we've just been talking about and sharing with each other that you would do on a really long run is very different to things I might talk about with my mates on a Friday night down the pub.
You tend to cover everything, because if you've got 4 hours together, yeah, there's a lot of time to be filled.
After just 3 months of training, they ran their first half marathon. But they didn't finish without a few hitches.
You always have on the side kids giving you high fives. And I said, oh, hold your hand out, there's some kids that are looking for high fives. So we're running along and Agata holds her hand out, and of course she can't see where the kid's hand is and slapped this kid around the face by mistake, and it was priceless.
We got to the end, and that feeling of achieving something so significant with someone else, like it just really solidified our friendship, and we were like, yeah, if we can achieve this, like what's next, sort of thing.
And with that question, Simon sets a new goal: to run their first marathon. And not just any marathon, Britain's most attended London Marathon. They have a little over 3 months to prepare for it. And this time, it's tough not only physically, for Agata it's also a huge mental challenge.
Okay, going slightly downhill. Just going to the left now, and straighten up to the right. That's good, we're straight ahead, that's fine.
After like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, it just gets a bit harder to pay attention all the time and to be listening to those instructions and to be responding.
We've learnt just from discussion to be able to just give her a bit of space, and if we just need to take 2 or 3 minutes to stop, give her some stretches, have a drink, and just allow her to compose herself a bit.
Sometimes I get really overwhelmed with everything, and then we're at the point in our friendship where I can just say, please be quiet, in that many words or in fewer words.
We always have a good laugh about things afterwards around, okay, so clearly you weren't impressed when I said whatever, so tell me, what should I do? And the answer would be, oh, I don't know. You know, so. But yeah, it's definitely a bit of a challenge.
They meet up whenever they can. Every run together builds up physical toughness and trust. Today, they meet in Market Harborough. Simon planned a 20-mile run which she can enjoy with her other senses.
We've arrived here with literally 2 minutes to spare, but I'll tell Agata we've been hanging around for half an hour.
She wants excitement in her life, and she always wants to be able to go on different runs and new experiences and do things that she previously hadn't been able to do before. So the additional thing with Agata is definitely make it fun, make it interesting, and you know, I love my running. I like to be able to go to different places and go to scenic places, and so therefore it's making sure that the description of the surroundings enables her to be able to enjoy it in the same way that I do.
Right, I'll put my head torch on.
Great idea.
Okay, can you see my head torch? No! There we are, that's what you get for having a,
Oh my gosh,
having a
it
little
really
laugh. I know.
reverberates. It's really
So we're going to make some noise when we go through, give it a bit of a...
Yeah, but also just like the sound of your feet, it makes a noise.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
really cool.
Excellent. Ready?
Can we go?
Off we go.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed that she would just put her trainers on, and it doesn't matter what the route is, it doesn't matter what the terrain is. She trusts me to get around there safely, and that's such a really nice feeling to have. It makes me give far more back to her than you'd normally do with anyone else, because you feel like you just want to reward that trust and repay that trust.
Agata and Simon did all they can to prepare, and they are looking forward to the day, a big first for both. Something neither of them could have imagined when they first met. But as the day arrives, it becomes clear that they will not be able to cross the finish line together. Simon picked up an injury in training which failed to heal.
The emotions that I've had over the last week have been really horrendous. Until Saturday, I thought everything was going to be okay, and then when it broke down again, it was heartbreaking, if I'm being honest. I've probably shed more tears in the last week with all the ups and downs than I have done over the last 25, 30 years. I'm not someone that gets upset, and it's really, really got to me.
Despite his injury, Simon has decided to be on the start line with Agata and guide her for as much as he can. Tom, Agata's backup runner, will then complete the race with her. Simon pushes himself round the course, but after an amazing 16 miles, ultimately his injury gets the better of him, and he hands the tether over to Tom.
So he's going to walk the rest. Absolute superstar, Simon.
Together, Tom and Agata cross the line in a very decent time. Agata is elated, but also disappointed that she couldn't share the moment and the achievement with her friend. But Simon has a surprise. After leaving her, he didn't stop running. He pushed on and he too finished the marathon, just 15 minutes behind her. And he has the medal to prove it.